My name doesn't matter much out here. In nature, I am not a role or title. I'm not someone's employee, someone's followers, or someone's expectation. Out here, I'm just me. My friendship with nature didn't begin with a single moment. It began slowly, like a sunrise. One quiet walk, one moment of stillness, one deep breath at a time. And before I know it, I wasn't just visiting nature, I was in a relationship with it. I come here not to escape life, but to meet it more clearly. When the world becomes too much, when my mind is loud and my heart feels tired, nature invites me in. It doesn't ask for anything, it just offers space and silence. Over the years, nature became more than a place. It became a friend, the kind of friend that never interrupts, never judges, never leaves. Even on rainy days, I go outside because I have learned that beauty doesn't only live in sunshine, it lives in puddles, in misty skies, in the smell of wet soil. Nature shows me that every season, every mood has a purpose. I watched ants work with quiet focus, seen birds build homes with scarves, and flowers bloom without an audience. And somewhere along the way, I realized I want to live like that, present, purposeful, and grateful. I don't need to talk when I am in nature, I just need to be. It's in these quiet moments that I hear my truest thoughts, the ones I ignore when I'm too busy scrolling, running, rushing. Nature isn't just a destination for me anymore. It's woven into my daily life. In the way I step outside before checking my phone. In the way I notice the sky changing. In the way I feel peace just by sitting under a tree. I don't always have answers to life's big questions, but every time I sit with the setting sun, I feel okay not knowing. Nature reminds me that everything changes, and that change doesn't have to be fear, it can be beautiful. So, this is my life. Simple in some ways, complicated in others. But through it all, nature has been a quiet, steady friend. I laugh with it. I cry in its arms. And I heal in its silence. If you have ever felt the connection to the trees, to the wind, to a bird singing in the morning, then maybe like me, you are not just living near nature, you are living with it. There are two worlds we live in. One is made of metal, glass, screens, and deadlines. The other is made of silence, light, wind, and soil. This is the world I return to again and again to remember who I truly am. As a child, I didn't call it nature, it was just life. The sound of wind in the trees was background music to my thoughts. The soil under my feet was not dirt, it was my ground, my connection, and my hope. As I grew older, I forgot that. I started listening more to notifications than to birds. I traded open skies for ceilings, and somehow I stopped looking up. But nature never left me. Even when I forget her name, she waited patiently, quietly. And one day, when life grew too heavy, I walked into her arms again. I didn't speak, she didn't answer. But in that silence, everything made sense. The noise inside me faded. The rush, the worry, the fear, all of it dissolved into the wind. With nature, I don't need to pretend. I don't need to be someone. I am enough, just as I am. And somehow, the sky still embarrasses me. Trees have been my oldest teachers. They show me how to be still, how to be rooted, how to grow quietly, and how to let go when the session asks. My friendship with nature is not loud. It has no selfies, no hashtags, no audience. It's just me and the deep ancient presence of the earth. And that is space. I rediscover joy and I quiet joy that doesn't need to be shared to be real. In my village, we grow up close to land. We know the smell of fresh rain. We know the silence of moonlight nights. We know that nature isn't just beautiful, she's wise, she's gorgeous. And if you listen closely, she speaks too. What started as quiet walks turned into conversations without words, moments that didn't need to be explained, feeling that didn't need to be fixed, just stillness and presence and peace. Now, nature is not just a place I visit, she's a part of my life. A friend who always welcomes me, no matter who I am, no matter where I have been. She listens when no one else does, and heals what no one else can. We live in a world that moves too fast, but sometimes slowing down is the most powerful thing we can do. To sit with a tree, to walk with the wind, to simply breathe. Because in those moments, we return to something older than time. Our friendship with nature, it's not a memory, it is a home.